So welcome everyone to Therapeutic Yoga for CapU University. We'll be working with the whole body, neck and shoulders, hips, lower back, legs, all those things. I will be working with a chair today, so please grab a chair if you have one available. And if you have it against the wall, it's kind of nice, but you don't have to. I'll also show you how to do it without the chair. So just finding your mountain pose. Just bending your knees, feeling your feet. Exhaling, inhaling, bringing your arms up. Exhale through the center, making a ha sound if you like. Inhale, coming up, and if you like, bringing in the visualization of the sun. Keep this going. I'm going to let someone in. Exhale. You can visualize water falling during the exhale if you like. Just in your own timing. So I like to visualize sweeping my arms through a radiant sun out of my heart, and exhale, just feeling a waterfall, cleansing away tension, stress. I'm feeling my feet. We keep the breath long and smooth. This helps regulate the nervous system. Helps us slow down and embody. And just finishing up the last one. Inhaling through that radiant sun. And exhale, being cleansed by that waterfall. And bringing your feet together, we're going to do full Tadasana. This is palm tree from South India. They call it palm tree as you come up on the toes. And in India today, it's Deepavali or Diwali, Festival of Lights. So I'm going to bring in a theme of the lights. Exhale, arms by the sides, just that. And if you like, on this rainy, cold day, you can bring in a visualization of a palm tree. Might bring you some good cheer. And palm trees are really amazing to watch in hurricanes. They are so resilient, so flexible. They twist and turn, they bend, and they don't break. So we want to develop that kind of resilience as yogis to the ups and downs of life. Managing to stay rooted and go with the flow. And then during times of calm, enjoying that rest that we give ourselves at times like this, when we can just be, rest, be present. As one of my teachers said once, he said, "It's not a good time to fix a sail during a storm. Better to fix it when it's calm." And I really love that image. So during this time of calm, we're building that resilience, that strength, that fortitude, that grit, as they call it in positive psychology. Next one, we're going to stay. That works for you, and just be very still. You can always bring your heels down. You can also hold a wall or a chair for balance, or arms at the sides might be easier for you. So you might be noticing your feet moving around a bit. It's a lot of work on the ankles. When you're ready, coming down and bending to one side like that palm tree in the wind. Just bending to one side. And inhale, back up straight, reaching for the sun. And exhale, bending into the wind, the other side. Notice where you feel this in your body. This one is one of my favorite poses for just getting into the whole side body, feeling it through the rib cage, maybe into the lower back, maybe into the hips. Notice those tight spots. Get compressed from all our sitting. On the next one, we're going to stay. Just some options. You could fold holding opposite elbows. You could cross over that foot that you're bent towards, or the other one. Some people prefer that. I like this version, but it really depends on your body. And feel that stretch into the lower back, into the QL area, quadratus lumborum. That tends to get tight, and if you're prone to back spasms, this is a great one to prevent that, just stretching this area one side at a time. And when you're ready, coming out of that, and exhale, other side. You can cross, the foot that you're leaning towards, that foot, crossing it over, or the other one. You can have the hands as you like together, hold the top wrist, that can be nice. Opposite elbows, breathe here. I always like to close my eyes to increase my interoception. That's your view of yourself from within, which is always going on in a non-conscious way, automatically, as your brain and body connect. Inhale, coming up through the autonomic nervous system. It's pretty cool. So many things our body just does for us in our nervous system. But we can make it conscious. We can build that awareness inside our body. And just notice how you feel now in even standing pose, samastiti. And I'm just going to take a moment to acknowledge that this practice comes from the indigenous peoples of India from over 4,000 years ago. Today, celebrating light during Deepavali or Diwali. Light conquering darkness. And I think Halloween is kind of a similar kind of thing. We put that lamp out in India. All these lamps are out right now at people's houses, inviting the ancestors home. So we're going to move into a side bend in a different way. Inhale, arms up. We're doing really well for time. Exhale, going into Trikonasana. Now my feet are parallel. You might want to turn them out. Inhale, arms up, so you can turn your feet out if that feels better in your hips. Exhale, going to the side. It's just side to side. We're going to do this 3 times, side to side, starting left and then going right. I'm mirroring you. And just notice the breath can get a little short during these unusual movements. And we're going to stay now. And during the stay, you might want to turn the foot out the direction you're at and just see if you can stay here. I'm also turning the other foot in. It's about heel to heel alignment, or wider or more narrow. Just see if you can go down a little bit more. We're just going to stay here and see if we can stretch that hip a bit more. It's also a core exercise, especially if you don't hold on. A lot of work holding your gut, holding your core. Inhale, coming up to hold the weight of your torso. Exhale, release. Let's go to the other side with that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, coming to one side. And if you like, you can just stay like this or turn your foot out, side you're on, and then the other foot on your right now. And with that movement of the hips, you'll get a bit more freedom and create a beautiful triangle. So there's a whole bunch of triangles in your body right now. And triangles represent the one and the many. So that which is stable and still, and that which is diverse. Tying those together in unity. And just enjoying that nice stretch Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. And when you're ready, coming up. And exhale, release. Let's take a forward bend after all of that. So we're going to bring our feet together. I'm going to show with the chair in case that feels better for your body. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, stretching way forward. You can bend the knees if you like to take load off the back and bring your hands to that chair. So you can come like this. You can come even closer. Or you can stretch way back like this. Just stay here and breathe. Some of you might like to go into the full pose. And we're going to come out of it. Inhale, coming up. I'm going to interlock my fingers, stretch up, and we're just going to go up and down. Now that we have the pose, whatever pose you've chosen. So when you come up, you're working a lot with back strength. When you come forward, you're working on stretching the back body. As you inhale, you're arching the back body. When you exhale, draw the belly in. There'll be a slight rounding in the back, but you want to lengthen the spine while drawing the belly in. And one more time. Trying to decompress the spine. As we age, we tend to get more compression in our spine, so it's really good to just let it decompress. Just stay here. You can add movement here if you like. Inhale, lifting. You can do all this with your hands on the chair. Exhale, release. You can bend those knees. I like to do that to stretch my lower back a bit more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And then maybe just stay in the pose, feet apart or together. You might want to hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers. It's a classical forward bend. Gradually coming up, bending those knees, gradually coming up. And exhale, release. Okay, so we've done a ton of side bends. I think we're going to move into some warrior poses, and we're going to move into chair lunges, which I know some of you like. So bring the left foot forward and the right foot back. So you go into this with your feet together or slightly apart. You bring your left foot forward, I'm mirroring for you, and your right foot back. And then you're going to inhale. We're going to do arms at the side to get into the upper back, neck, and shoulders. So that's your inhale. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, arms in line with your ears, warrior one. And exhale, release. So we're going to do this again. Inhale, arms at the sides, getting into the upper back, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, arms in line with your ears if you can, or just let the arms trail up without bringing them above your head. And exhale, release. Now you can do this at the chair with your arms coming to the chair. That makes it much easier. So inhale to the side. Exhale, forward bend. The closer you are to the chair, the easier. Inhale, arms in line with the ears. Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Exhale, release. So pick your medicine. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release. And switching sides. So I'm going to adjust my lights a little bit. Get them in a better angle so you can see me a bit better. Oh. Okay. All right. So your left side, or your right side rather. Inhale, arms coming to the sides. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, release. Keep this going your own timing. Again, you can use the chair. Inhale, opening. You can bring in the visualization of the sun at the heart. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, starting position. Doing this 4 to 6 times according to your breath length. Inhaling, exhaling forward. Inhale, arms in line with ears, warrior one. Again, you can get rid of those arms. Exhale, release. I'm going to do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to stay in our forward bend before we move to our next arch. So left foot forward, right foot back. And we're just going to stay here. So I'm going to use the chair to begin with. A lot of people, that's going to be better. You could be here with your arms straight. You can bend the elbows a little bit. You could have a bunch of blocks that you put your head on, or even books. Or you can bring your forehead to that chair. And if you do that, you're basically in the classical pose and your hands can be on the ground, but it's very soothing to have your head on something hard. It can help relax that prefrontal cortex, just relax your mind. Just get you out of that part of our brain we use a lot at work, that front brain. Just let it relax. And of course, you can go into the full pose, bringing your head down to your front leg. If you do have heart issues or eye issues, like glaucoma or high blood pressure, keep the head up or use a chair. When you're ready, coming up. And you can step forward, or if you can, back. Bringing that right foot forward in one step, back foot turned out. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, hands coming down. Again, you can use the chair, so you might need to come a little closer if you're using the chair. Put the forehead on the seat of the chair. Release the hands down. Or come away from the chair. Now I like to turn my back foot almost parallel to get more stretch into the calf. That's a choice. So Krishnamacharya, I was taught, said this was the classical with the feet absolutely parallel, and then moving that back foot out is a modification for balance. So your choice on that.
This one helps lengthen the spine one side at a time and helps down regulate the nervous system, just bringing us into our body, letting us calm the mind and lengthen the breath. Coming out of this, I'm going to have you step forward and inhale, gradually coming up halfway. Exhale, stay. Inhale the rest of the way up. And again, find your samasthiti, your even standing pose. Just notice how you feel. Maybe a little more grounded, a little more present. Again, you can shut your eyes and feel inside your body. Can you feel your feet? Can you feel your legs, your hips, lower back, your upper back, shoulders, arms, hands, back to your shoulders, maybe asking them to relax. Your neck, back of your head, top of your head. Inhale, bringing the arms up, radiating like the sun. And exhale, draw that water down the front body, the side body, the back body, maybe bending the knees. And just cleansing away any tension in your body or mind or breath. And acknowledging perhaps the territory you're standing on today. I'm grateful to be standing here in the Seashell Nation on the Sunshine Coast, just acknowledging where you are, thanking the Indigenous peoples of Canada for working with us towards truth and reconciliation as settlers on this beautiful sacred land. And you could stay there the rest of the class if you like, or if you're ready to move into another part of the body a little bit more, I'm going to bring my left foot up on this chair. Now you could just do a regular lunge and you could hold onto a wall or a chair that way if you don't feel comfortable with this, but this is one of my favorite ways of getting into the psoas, that gripper, in the right leg right now. And these can get quite tight with sitting, but also with stress. This area of our body gets quite tight. So that back foot, if you can bring it back a little bit more, that might feel better. And bending the front knee, and I'm going to bend the back knee and get into the thigh and the hip of my right leg. So that's exhale. Inhale, I'm going to bring my arms up and arch the back. And then exhale, I'm going to hold either the wall or the back of the chair or the side of the chair or even the seat of the chair. Bend that back knee. Now, if this is too much, you can do it holding onto a wall and just bend that back knee a little bit. Your choice. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. I find this really good for balancing out hips. If you have one hip that's higher than the other, a lot of us have that through various, we don't necessarily grow in straight lines, just like beautiful trees in the forest. They don't tend to be super straight, and our bodies are part of nature, and it's the same. We have these asymmetries. So just working with those so they don't cause us dysfunction, pain, problems in our feet, or even in our upper back, neck, and shoulders. And just finishing up, we're going to switch sides. We're doing well with time. Always amazed how much one could do in 30 minutes. Inhale, arms coming up, and exhale, bend that back knee, and you might need to adjust that back foot a bit. I'm trying to keep my feet parallel. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, bending the back knee, releasing neck and shoulders. You feel that hip drop. Inhale. And this one, for me, really helps with lower back pain when I do have that creep up. This one usually fixes me up. Because of the tightness in my particular body, in my hip flexors, the front of the hips. So depends on your body, of course. Doing this 4 to 6 times. And just finishing up, release. And we're going to do a spinal stretch with that chair. So you hold the back of the chair or the seat of this chair. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bend the knees and look back. Now, if you want to take this up a notch, just to end with, inhale, you can go into an upward facing dog, holding the seat of the chair. Now, lift away from it, lift up. Exhale, back. Or just stay in this chair, downward facing dog. You can also do this on the floor if you prefer more challenge. You can do it without the chair. And just staying in your down dog. And then coming to your forward bend to close. Maybe adjust your feet a little closer. And just to end with, you can come to standing or just lie on the ground. I invite you to do that. And I'm just going to chant Om Shanti, which means peace in Sanskrit. So your choice, stand or sit or lie down. Bring an image of peace to mind. I'm going to bring an image of a candle, the flame of a candle, a deepam, which is the festival Deepavali, festival of lights, that light within our hearts. I'm holding that light right between my palms. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, namaskaram, bowing to that in you, which is the same as that in me, the same as that in all. Thank you.